What's up, everybody? Beau-hindman back with another quick video. This time I'm looking at another small giant robot, I guess you'd say. It's more of a human-sized robot. I thought this would be fun because they were on clearance up at the store, and I follow actually the Megacontrux subreddit, and those kids on there just love these armor thingies. See, I wish it would have had that one. This one's color scheme's a bit goofy, but this is the Halo Megacontrux Skyfire exo-suit. So basically, you get the little mini guy or girl, and then they go into this exo-suit, I guess. And I thought it'd be fun to just get one, open it up, and see how it looks. Because I do like the Megacontrux line. I think it's a really cool company. I kind of enjoy it more than Lego in a lot of ways. You know, one thing I noticed with these, the instruction manuals, they always show you how to put together the mini, and I've never once, maybe once or twice, I've never had them disassembled like that. They're always assembled, so as you can see, so it's always kind of funny they show you that, but I guess they have to, you know. And here's like the whole step-by-step guide. I'm not going to walk you through building this. What I'm going to do is stop it or pause it, build it, come back and show you what it looks like. But it's a pretty basic build. It's not really complicated, but I actually like how it looks quite a bit. It's kind of a nice look. My question is, though, do his arms go in there? Actually do. They go into the actual arms of the suit. See, I thought they'd just be to the side. That's actually really cool. So he is kind of controlling it with his actual arms and stuff. But it's a really cool little line what they've done with Halo, because they've done stuff that you see in the games, of course. And actually, that color scheme is not bad at all. You could paint that or something. It'd be really nice. But they put something in the game, and then they can build it in Megacontrux. But also, you can see how neat it would be for people who are fans of Halo to just, you know, build their own versions. Here is his arms, though. Is it not in there? Is it? It looks like it's half hanging out there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that looks a little bit wrong. Wouldn't his arm be inside the arm, the robot arm? Anyway, oh, that color, though, is much better. I should have got that. But let's build it real quick, take a look at it, and see what it's like. Okay, Beck. I have finished the Halo Megacontrux Halo Skyfire exo-suit. You know, building this is, of course, a really simple build. Everything goes together really quick, but there's some really clever little design choices in this design. I kind of wish they did have a little cover for his head, though, because it's just his little head there, you know, kind of, you know, could just get shot right off. But B, minus that, there's just some really clever little choices here. One of the ones I want to show you here is the way you put the guy in here. Let's see if I can take that off. You basically slap him in there into this little frame, and then you put the arms on, and you put his arms inside these arms. Now, you want to get them a little bit better than I did, because they won't quite bend exactly. So you could just leave the arms out, but I've just got to turn, if you can see the joint there, I just need to turn the joint correctly so that it bends, you know, in that way. I think I got it right. I had it backwards. Let's try that. Sorry about that. Trying to get, there you go. So now that it can bend that way, I want to then take this part, put the hand in first. I'm trying to do this through the phone, sorry, and then attach it. So now I should be able to bend it more. Because you see what happened before is I put it in, I didn't quite get the elbow bend in the correct spot, so it didn't go down all the way. With this way, it bends perfectly fine, and he's ready to go. But that is just such a really clever little design there. And the legs do the same thing. They both, basically these legs slide up into there and attach to the exosuit frame, which is just a brilliant little design that actually works really well. It's not like it's, you know, quote unquote realistic or whatever. That's not what I think it should be, because it is a toy, but it's kind of neat to kind of have it. I like it when toys have a realistic kind of feeling to them, even though they're a fantastical toy, if you catch my drift, so that, you know, as you're playing with it, or as you're, you know, when you're a kid and you're playing with it or whatever, as you're kind of messing with it, it seems to make sense. So this exosuit seems to fit the proportions of the pilot, instead of trying to make an exosuit that looks like it would fit. You know, they didn't build around this guy so that it looks more like a realistic exosuit. It looks like one that would be piloted by the strange proportions or the unusual proportions of these minifigs. You've got these nice little flames here. They are kind of a slightly different color, but that's cool. You can adjust them, really just a basic, simple thing there. And the colors, while really bright and a bit obnoxious, aren't bad at all. So what's funny about this is it's actually really pretty posable. It's got some nice little movement in here because it's just you know, Lego. It's Mega Construx, so so it can do almost anything you want. And then you have all these little extra parts connectors here, so you can actually snap on whatever you want. You can take his gun, for example. I bet this would be really handy. We could just snap it on there like that. You got a little gun carrier. Then he's got his own weapons as well that you can just see if I can do this without messing up the blur. Yeah, so you can just snap to the guns in there as well. He's got his own little guns, all that good stuff. So fantastic little design. I'm actually really impressed with this, and I can see why people were really kind of excited to purchase them, is because once you get them together, they make a nice little piece that goes along with your little army. They're cheap enough that you can buy several of them, and then you can have a bunch of these kind of cool, intimidating looking, suits of armor. Again, though, I'm a really big fan of construction kind of stuff, practical looking bots, and you could see this being used in a quote-unquote practical way. You could maybe attach a little bulldozer, shovel to one side or whatever, and have it do some actual work. You could build a crate and have it posed with picking up the crate and walking like the loader in Aliens or whatever. So I'm really impressed with this. You do get a couple extra parts. You get, of course, a stand for the character. You can make these little guns here, which I made one with the wrong piece color, but that's all right. Then you have his halo armor that you do need to take off before assembling it, so make sure you take that off if you get one. That goes back on the dude that's in the piece, because if you leave this on there, it's going to be a little too thick and won't close all the way. I don't believe it will. It was just a little too tight for me. And I think in the instruction manual it tells you to take them off, or it shows him quote unquote naked in there, so he doesn't have his big armor on. So is this worth the $2.99? What? Heck yeah, I'd buy like 5 or 6. These would be really cool, just standing up in a big row. I'm always joking with my wife that we should play like Warhammer tabletop with different things. We've joked about using K-pop standees. We've talked about using Gundam and all sorts of stuff. And to be honest, if you painted one of these would probably go into an actual Warhammer game as a dreadnought or something. Really cool little build. It has quite a bit of mobility and ability to move around, and you can actually feel his legs, and they're kind of giving it some resistance. So I'm really impressed with this. Whoever did this, designed this at Mega Construx, needs a raise, because Mega Construx is constantly coming out with really innovative, fun designs that are not too expensive and don't blow the bank. So check them out. Go pick one of these up if you want. I definitely would get like 3 or 4 of these if you're into that, and just have your shelf look really cool. Have a good one, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.